Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my mini bookshelf DIY video. I literally loved making this so much. It was so freaking fun. It was literally such a fun way to display all of my 2023 reads. So if you want to see how I did it and maybe make one of your own, keep on watching. Here's my vision for the mini bookshelf. I think what I want to do is create teeny tiny little book covers for every single book I read in 2023, and then I'm going to purchase a little bookshelf on Etsy or somewhere that I can put the little books in, because I'm not gonna build a bookshelf myself. That seems way too hard. Making the books is gonna be hard enough. So I first am gonna go through and show you guys how I'm making all of the little book covers. I created the rest of these book covers already, but I read another book after I created these. So let's go ahead and create the last book I read of 2023 together. The first thing I did is I actually created a little rectangle, and I just picked what size I wanted the book to be. So this is the size I went for. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure you make them the correct size for whatever bookshelf or wherever you're putting the mini books. You will see later in the video I messed this up a little, but that's okay. So the first thing was creating a rectangle. Then I go ahead and I went to my Goodreads page and I looked at my 2023 reading challenge. This made it super, super easy because then I had literally all of the books I read in 2023 all on one page. The last book I read was Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. It was a cutie book. It was fine. I rated it 4 stars. It was just like one of those simple, cutesy romance books. It was okay. What I do is I go ahead and copy the image of that front cover, and then I will go over into Canva and I will paste it. Once I have the cover here, I shrink it down super small so that it fits on half of that rectangle. Once I have it lined up like that, I'm going to go ahead and copy it so it's the exact same size, and I am going to go and put it on the other side. What we're going to do next is kind of weird, like it looks weird, but as you can see on the rest of these, I flipped one side upside down, and that's just so no matter which way you're looking at the book, no matter which way you pick it up, the cover is always facing the correct way, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go up here to flip, and I'm going to flip it vertical, and then I'm going to flip it horizontal. Then I go ahead and I will change the words in the middle. I just added a little text box to the middle of all of the rectangles, and this is where I'm going to write the title of the book. So this one is called Window Shopping. Another little extra thing I did, you definitely don't have to do this, but I wanted to change the font of all of them to be similar to the font on the covers. So as you can see, I chose this font because it kind of matched here. Frost kind of matches this. I did this cursive one for Be Mine. So that's just like another little extra thing that I kind of liked doing. You definitely do not need to do that, but I just think it adds another little cute look to it. This one looks pretty good, honestly. This is the first one I chose that looked cursive-y. So I'm just going to make it bigger so that it shows up a little bit better on that cover. And I'm just going to make sure it's centered in the middle of that. The last step I have is changing the color of the rectangle to something that matches the cover of the book. So what I'm going to do is click the rectangle, and then you go up here to the color selector. And what you can do is you can either pick a color that you think matches, or Canva does this cool thing where you can scroll down to photo colors, and then you can click see all, and it will literally bring up every single photo you added here. So I can scroll all the way down to that window shopping, and it picks colors that already match perfectly to that cover, which is super fun. I think it's such a cool thing that Canva does for you. If you don't like any of the colors that they select though, you can go up here to this add new color, and you can click this little pick a color from the design pen. What you can do then is you will click over it, and then it'll automatically change it to whatever color you selected. That's another like super fun little way to pick a color if you don't like any of the ones that Canva picks for you. I like that pink color. I think it's cute. And then I'm going to change the color of the text. I don't know exactly what I want to change it to, but I want to make sure that it's legible. So I may try to change it to this blue color that the text on the cover is. I think that's cute. So that's basically all you do to create that little mini book cover. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. And once I created one of these rectangles, I just selected the whole thing, Control C or copy, or you can do this duplicate button. It'll create another one, and then I just lined them up, and that's how I kept going. So I didn't have to start over from scratch for every book. I just made copies. Okay, now I'm going to do the step where I cut out all the mini books. So here are the supplies I have out. I have my huge piece of foam board that I got at the Dollar Tree. That's what we're gonna use to make the inside of the mini books. I have this little paper cutter, which will help me cut out the books and have them a lot more exact than just using a scissor. But I do have a scissor just in case I need it for like little individual cuts. And then I have a Mod Podge and a little paintbrush. The Mod Podge is what we're gonna use to stick the books to the foam board. But before we even get to that, we need to go through and cut out literally all of these. If I wasn't embarrassed by some of the books I read, I for sure, sorry, I also have a pimple patch on. I don't know if you can see that. I for sure would have sent this to like Walgreens to get it professionally printed so they look nicer. But I think they look good enough. And I wasn't gonna send it to Walgreens because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, wait, hold up. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 Ice Planet Barbarian books on here. And I don't need the people at my local Walgreens to know I read alien smut, so I went through a phase earlier this year, you guys. No one is allowed to judge me. Anyways, I'm gonna start cutting these out. I don't know why cutting these is literally making me so nervous, because I could literally just reprint them. But I'm treating this like it's life or death. Oh, guys, it's for real. These are literally gonna be the teeniest, tiniest little books ever. I'm so excited, it's so cute. So glad I'm doing this because if you watched my video where I talked about making a vision board for 2024 and like all of my goals for this year, one of the main ones was I wanted to get more creative in terms of like just doing more like artsy and crafty little things, because I literally loved doing like all these like teeny little projects. Like I thought they were so fun, and then I don't know when I stopped doing them along the way, but I'm excited to like be doing little creative things like this again because it's just so fun to me. Now that I have the little strips of books, I'm gonna use the scissors to actually cut them just to make sure they're very precise. I finished my last book literally on New Year's Eve. So I ended up reading, I think 63 books this year, which is so fun. But I hope I read more than that next year. As long as I'm enjoying reading, that's all that matters, honestly. I'm not gonna force myself to read, but I hope I'm in the mood to read more, if that makes sense. Look at these teensy tiny little books. I'm obsessed. Just finished cutting out that whole page of the little books. Like, this is crazy. This is just half of my year's worth of reading. And I also grabbed a couple more like supplies that I thought of while I was cutting. So I grabbed an X-Acto knife because I'm not sure if this will be easier to cut the poster board than the scissors. It probably will be. So I grabbed this just in case. Grabbed a pen so that I can trace the size of the book onto the poster board. And then also just a cutting board to use for the X-Acto knife. You have to fold the mini book so that it's folded around the spine. So this is gonna be very exact and tiny little work, but I'm just gonna try to go for it and we'll go from there. And I think I'm gonna use the edge of this tiny paintbrush to like crease the edge of it down. So let's just see. Maybe I won't even need a paintbrush, it's so small. So I folded it right on the edge of the spine, and then you can see on the other side of the book, and then the little spine I made, I'm gonna fold the other side to the spine so that it's like a book. I don't know how to explain it. It has the shape of a little book, so one side, spine, other side, and then the opening here is where we're gonna put that poster board. So what I have to do is trace 1/2 of this on the poster board, cut that out, and then we're gonna Mod Podge it on. I'm gonna do one all the way through just to make sure I have my like steps down well before I go through and cut them all, and just in case it doesn't work how I think it's going to. This is so cute. I just love tiny things too. I think they're so fun. Like little travel sizes of like makeup and like skincare and stuff are my favorite, even though they're not, what's it called? Doesn't make sense financially to buy travel sizes. I don't care, they're adorable. Let's go ahead and trace this right on here. Here is the teeny tiny little rectangle I'm gonna cut out. I also really wish I knew where my phone was, because this would be a perfect time to watch like YouTube videos in the background while I'm doing all these, but I cannot find my phone. And Tanner is not here to call it for me, so we're living like we're in the olden days, guys. We don't have our phone. Okay, here is that teensy tiny little thing. I definitely think I need to get a sharper blade for this so that they cut a little nicer. Let's just apply a little bit of glue to here. Okay, now let's glue the back or the other front, however you want to look at it. This is the actual cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's my little tiny mini book. Here's the front, spine, other front, and then it looks like there's little pages in it. How cute is that? I'm gonna make a whole bunch more. Okay, here's the thing. I did just take a nap and a bunch more of my fingernails fell off, so ignore that. Also, literally as soon as it ever gets dark, I have to close every blind in my house because I have like this irrational fear that there's gonna be a killer and he's gonna be watching me through the dark windows. So let's keep making these little books. If you're wondering, I've made no progress since my first one. I got a little bowl so I can keep them all in there. Oh, and don't worry guys, I found my phone so we can watch YouTube while I'm doing this. That's like Inception. I'm watching YouTube while you're watching YouTube of me watching YouTube. Anyway. This is my progress for tonight, and I am stopping now because I need a sharper blade for my X-Acto knife, and I feel like it'll be much easier. But they're so cute. Okay, good news guys. I picked up some more blades for my X-Acto knife, so I'm gonna keep working on the little books, and I feel like it's gonna make it so much easier now that I have an X-Acto knife, because cutting out the little foam board was so hard before. I feel like this will make it 100 times easier. I'm literally just so obsessed with these little books. They're so freaking cute. Like, how adorable are all these teeny tiny little books? I love them. First thing I'm doing is trying to fix the ones that I already made that are a little messed up because the knife was not exact. So like on this one, you can see there's like white edges around it. I want to try to cut those off so it looks like more like a real book, and it is literally so easy with this new X-Acto knife. I was literally making my life so hard before. But you know, you live and you learn. Like I was watching all the like little video tutorials of this. I'm like, how are these girls getting these books so like pretty and defined and have like exact straight lines? It's probably because their X-Acto knife was actually sharp. So as you can see, there's no white when you look at it straight on, and then it looks like pages now. This is so much better. Get to making all the rest of this first page. I think I'm just gonna work on one page and then we'll do the next page another day because I don't wanna get to the point where I don't like doing it. So we're just having fun, guys. We're just doing a little at a time. I just finished folding all of those. Now I gotta move on to cutting the little piece of foam board and making them. I'm so excited. I cannot even tell you guys how much faster that was, but I cut out all the little pieces and now I'm gonna go in and Mod Podge them together. Welcome to day, I don't even know how many of me working on this. This is where we left off progress-wise. I think we have like another page worth of books to do, so I'm just gonna get all the ones out that aren't made yet. I tried taking like a cutie little pic of my progress so far, but literally every book basically that was in the picture was Ice Planet Barbarians, and that was just too embarrassing. I did read 20 alien smut books in 2023, guys. I won't lie, but maybe we don't need to post about that on Instagram. I will never get over how freaking cute these are. These are all the books I have left to make. Let's get started. just finished making all of the books. So these are all of the books I read in 2023, which is crazy. But now comes the moment of truth, because the bookcase I ordered to put the books in just came in the mail. And I'm so nervous that the books aren't gonna fit in the bookcase. So we're gonna open up and see.
Oh, I hope it fits.
Oh. I have a feeling it won't. This is the bookshelf. It's adorable. Oh gosh. No! They don't fit. I'm gonna literally scream and cry and throw up. No! They're like barely too big. They're like just the slightest bit too big to fit in here. Oh, I'm so mad. I could put them all on the side like that, stack them that way. Oh, brother! Well, that just harshed on my vibe. Okay, I organized them into all the little groups of books. So this is literally all the Ice Planet Barbarians. These are all like random little rom-coms and romances. These are all the Halloween books I read. And then these are just like a couple different series. These are all of the Tessa Oranget or whatever books I read. The Caraval series and then the Gold Glint whatever series. I wanna see if there's a way I can display them in here to make them still look good. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to find a new shelf, which would suck because I waited like 3 weeks for the shelf to come in. I think the person on Etsy makes them handmade, so I also don't want to return it. I feel bad. So let's just see. The top shelf is taller. So I think I want to put all the Ice Planet Barbarian books along the top. Doesn't that look literally so freaking adorable? I'm obsessed. Okay, that is all the Ice Planet Barbarian books in there. I think it's cute so far. Okay, let's keep moving. I think I want to do all of the holiday books, like all the Halloween books in this top corner, because that's where I have it on my real bookshelf. That looks so cute. Damn it. All right, so this is my bookshelf. And this is my mini bookshelf. How cute is that? I do think it'd be cute to add like a little light above so you can really see it. And I want to find like teeny tiny little plants or something to put in it so it's like the real one. I don't know, I think that'd be so cute. But how adorable is this? So yeah, that is my little bookshelf tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I literally loved making this so much. It is like one of my favorite crafts I've done in a very long time. Excuse me, miss. Matcha's just on the table, so not sure why she thinks that's love. Anyways, how cute of a project. I literally am so excited I did this. It looks so cute on my bookshelf. I'm so excited to make another one next year for my 2024 reads. I literally love it. What a fun little way to combine two of my favorite things, being crafty and reading. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, Illy.